Recently, in the Minecraft community, two of the biggest creators, Dr. Donut and Dream, have created a PvP Minecraft client for their new server called mcpvp.com. And in this video, we're going to be reviewing that client since there was a massive update from the last time we reviewed it, and now it actually works. So without further waiting, let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our browser, and then now when we type Feather Client and we go to this, even if we close this and we press download for Windows, it still forces us onto the Dawn menu, and no matter what you do, it just forces you to download Dawn right now. Something else is you can also download a standalone version, which basically means you can just drop it as like a light mod, and when you can open up a Minecraft launcher, drag and drop that mod, and it should work. They also have their official Discord server properly set up, so I'll put the link to that in the description. And also, I guess if you're on Linux, you can download now. Yeah. Okay, the first thing we're reviewing is the actual website before we get into in-game stuff. So, I like how they've made this transparent. That's some cool tweaks, and they've faded out the back. And you can see mod loaders and I'm guessing that's just news. I do prefer the old color scheme, but I feel like I could get used to this new one. And here to scroll to explore the launcher, that's what we're gonna do. So I think over here, it's just a bunch of stuff about in-game Dawn mods. So there's an armor status mod, which I'm guessing is the same as the old one. FPS counter, those are always quite useful. Keystrokes, I remember the Feather Client keystrokes are good, so hopefully this one matches it. And voice chat. Wait, that's actually cool. So now you don't even have to get a separate mod for voice chat. You can just use voice chat straight from the client. That's actually good. I hope it has good settings though, because I don't want to be listening to people screaming all the time. And toggle sprint, that's just normal stuff. And over here, 100 mods. That's crazy. 100 mods is actually a lot if you think about it. That's 100 major tweaks, and each of those mods have 50 different settings. So that's actually crazy. Let's also just check out what's here. Oh, it's just, okay. Oh, community. Does this actually work now? Nope. Everything is still soon. And I think when we get into it, I'll show you more about the cosmetics. I think for this video, I will be reviewing the main launcher. So I'm just gonna install it, and we'll see you there. Okay, something I noticed while I was actually setting up Dawn client. This was the first thing it notified me with, and it basically says it can import my Feather mods and stuff. I'm not gonna do it for this video, but that's actually really useful if you're an old Feather client user. But we're gonna be playing from scratch, so yeah. Okay, the first thing I noticed after finishing up setting up Dawn client is that there's so many adverts. On the right, there's a bunch of adverts that take up a fifth of my screen, and they just are so annoying to my eyes. And at the bottom, there's a bunch of server branding, and here there's cosmetics, and there's just so much stuff, and it's so cluttered, which I really don't like. So yeah, and there's also more advertised of the Dawn client itself. But I guess we do have the MCPVP, and oh, it has come out already. When did that happen? Anyways, so we'll probably be testing that out. We have the leaderboard, which is just a bunch of no lives, I guess. So you can host servers actually, which is quite cool, and I might make a video more about that. I only have the shield as a cosmetic, but the Dawn client does come with 2 free cloaks, which is actually quite cool, and it actually works. If you remember last time, cosmetics didn't work. The community doesn't exist. Mods, we have 2 mod profiles. I'm guessing this one is from when I played Feather client, and then this one is just normal Dawn client. You can play Bedrock on this, which is actually quite interesting. I've never seen that on a Minecraft client. And when we go to mod pack, it's just a bunch of mod packs. I think we saw this last time. So let's just go to Java. Someone in my comment section said that if we go to settings and then we press edit, then there was something to add mods. There's something to add worlds, but oh yeah, there we go. Browse Modrant, and then now we can just add some mods. I'm just gonna install some optimization mods. And then I think we've covered most of the main launcher. So now let's just test it out in game and see it there. Okay, wait, before we get into game, I was trying to download some mods, and this is actually really annoying because these are some 2 really good optimization mods, but when I go to press it, it redirects me to something completely different, and then that's just really annoying because these 2 mods by themselves can probably boost your FPS by like 200, and you can't even access them, which is just really dumb. Okay, now we're in game. To be honest, I like the main screen. It looks quite nice. There's some advertisement, but not as much in the launcher, and honestly you have to have some. There's a nice resource pack section actually where you can download any resource pack you want. What else? Shaders, Minecraft. Okay, it's just basic stuff. And there's an account changer here if you have more than one account. Let's just do a quick FPS test. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna make a new single player world in creative, and it's just gonna be a super flat world, and we can just look at the sky and see how much FPS we get. This is easy to check actually because of the FPS display, so that's actually useful. I'm gonna try and get as much FPS as possible, so let's just make this peaceful, switch off the mob spawning. That should help with my frame rate. So just walking around, we're getting around 250 to 300 FPS, I would say. And when we go into third person, that goes down to like 230. It is quite inconsistent, but I have uncapped my FPS. So like as you can see, my FPS is sometimes going over 300, low 200s. It's not that consistent, but it is high, so that's good. And looking just straight up, I think hopefully we can push some high FPS. There we go, we hit 400. But again, we have the problem of stability. It keeps going into like 400, 450, and then it dips back down to like 320. So not the best if you have like a lower end PC. It might like wear out your PC quickly. So if you're using like a low to mid end PC, I suggest capping it. Yeah, now let's get into the next part of the video. I'm currently using a custom resource pack, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna join mcpvp.com because that's the server it's linked to. or not. How come it said I could join it in the launcher and I can't join it now? It's pretty dumb. Okay, I'm just gonna join a different server and we'll do some testing there. Okay, so we've joined a PvP server, and the first thing I'm noticing is, even with some basic optimization mods, my frame rate is absolutely horrible compared to what I usually get. Like, when I'm using Luna Client or something, I get like 400 FPS in this main thing, and I'm using the same PC in this than I did with Luna Client. So, compared to that, this really isn't that great. The HUD looks decent, but not. It's okay, but it's quite big. I'm gonna play a game of Spear Mace, and let's just see how well we can play with Dawn Client. I haven't actually like fully looked into all of the mods and stuff inside, but I've got like the pure basics enabled, which is the armor HUD and the ping display, like all the stuff that's essential for PvP basically. Let's just see if we can get a nice dub in Spear Mace. Maybe that will make Dawn Client look better if I actually win. Something I'm realizing, this is like not that smooth, like my frame rate isn't that great and it doesn't feel that smooth. So yeah. I'm not sure what this guy is doing, but I can't even power catch. I do not think that's Dawn Client though. I mean, this is, I don't know. It feels very like unsmooth, but at the same time, like I don't know how to explain it. Basically, it's not that great. It could be better, but it's usable. So yeah, I think if you customized your HUD and did a bit more stuff like that, it would be a lot better. But with this performance, I'm not sure if I could use it. Even with the MCPVP stuff, I don't think I would want to play MCPVP that badly. Oh, I just got double popped. I need to lock in. Let's just pile away, come on. Please don't kill me. I'm just gonna crit him out with my sword. How did he... No. He's actually... No, I'm dead. What am I doing? I didn't throw an ender pearl. How? Oh, wait, there's no... Is there no shield fixes in this? Oh, and I'm dead. Well... let's just play a different game mode just to test. Let's queue a good game of Diamond SMP, and let's test out how good it is in this. Oh, the tooltips though are quite nice. They kept a nice feather client. Like when you open a new item, it gives you some tooltips. Those are quite nice. I'm happy they kept that. Drained? Oh, I drained. Okay, nice one. I swapped to my... Wait. I really wish there was an automatic shield fixes in this. I can't believe there's no section for shields in this. Okay. I think we're winning this. Okay, no we're not. How is he beating me while he's in a cobweb? Come on, we need to disable a shield. How did he not die? Yes, we killed him. Let's go. Let's go. That's such a W. So, I mean, it was decent for PvP. The frame rate made it so unsmooth. But these tooltips were nice. The armor HUD was good. It was quite noticeable. I liked the rounded edges, but everything was a bit big to be basic. I'm just gonna look at all of these mods. They look exactly the same as the Feather Client mods. like absolutely no change. So I mean, I guess whatever. But yeah, that was a good experience, good first experience, but there were too many things that needed improving for me to actually make the switch. So I currently, right as of right now, there are better clients like Fast Client or Luna Client or something. So unless you really care about mcpvp.com, I wouldn't make the switch yet, but I do feel like this has potential. So stay tuned if there's anything new. Yeah. Bye.